collective, it's Melissa coming in, just doing a reading for the collective. Remember, it's a private, or it's a collective reading, not a private one. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Makeup's at me already. Hope you're all keeping well. I'll drop below into the comment section the link for my private readings. I'm going to start doing that. I think it's just easier for people to find in the future. So let me see, what have we got here? I'm coming in with the tarot. Okay, I'm getting that somebody intuitively knew. They knew that there was more to a story. They knew that there was something hidden, something like your intuition was kicking off here and saying that there was more to the story, that there was something more beneath the surface here. And you took a stand on this. You took a stand, you decided to follow your intuition. You decided to wait it out, and you were quite defensive because your intuition was telling you that there was something here that you recognized. And you were quite victorious in this. I have the truth coming out, being recognized here. These hidden things coming to light because somebody decided to stand their ground. And these secrets almost, what was being hidden, what was being obscured, being revealed. But it wasn't an easy fight. You had to almost fight for these things that were hidden to come to ground, to come to light. And I do have this recognition here coming out. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Okay, I have a Queen of Wands coming up here, being relevant in the spread. Fire sign, which is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, coming out here, being involved in the mix somehow. Now, with the Lovers card coming out, it's a bit of a famous card, the Lovers. We're talking about some kind of relationship here where somebody, it's like this with the Tower card, a Tower moment happened, got to do with this romantic relationship where this truth that somebody had to stand their ground on, you had to fight for the truth to come out. This truth though did come out in a way that was, even though your instincts were telling you that this truth was there, that was more to a situation, that was something hidden. The Tower card here is saying that even though you felt that, it's almost like the Tower card will talk about the rug being pulled out from underneath your feet. So it would talk about quite a shocking revelation here that you didn't see coming. So it's like you knew that there was more to a situation, but you didn't realize how deep the situation went, or there was some dynamic of this. Even though you were fighting for the truth to come out, you weren't expecting the answer back that you got, which tore down this romantic relationship. And I'm hearing the word unrecoverable. Once you got this truth, there was no turning back, is what I'm hearing, because you were suspicious of the truth. Your intuition was leading you for this truth. And even though you were fighting for the truth, you didn't think you would actually get it. Or you didn't think it would go as deep as what it did, is what I'm picking up here. And I do have here somebody going through a relationship breakup that they don't actually want to be going through, with the Five of Cups coming out here, with the Tower and the Lovers. So this would tell me that somebody's lost in grief and despair, that they're experiencing a sense of loss, because they're looking here and the Three Cups spilled over. Cups are emotions, so this person's looking at the Three Cups spilled over, contemplating what they've lost, filled with grief, dressed almost like a widow, filled with grief, loss and despair. But they're not looking at the other opportunities, what's still there behind them, because they're so focused on wondering basically, how can I get over this? How can I get over this loss? How can I get over this despair? Okay. It is the card of crying over spilt milk. That is the meaning, the main meaning of the Five of Cups, that you're crying over spilt milk, that you still have other opportunities, that you're just so busy focused on what you lost that you're not looking around at what you still have. Okay. the other opportunities that still exist, because you're only focusing on the loss right now. So the stages of grief, you don't only go through the stages of grief got to do with a physical death. You go through the stages of grief for any loss of any relationship kind. Do you know, you can go through the stages of grief over the loss of a career that you're very passionate about. Do you know what stages of loss, basically? And now you're just going, how do I get through this? And I have, whoever this is for, is having sleepless nights and insomnia over moving on. So there's two messages here. With the Nine of Swords, you're in this sleepless energy at night where you're either not sleeping or you are finally getting asleep and waking up, possibly because of dreams and nightmares, or just completely restless, tossing and turning. This person is sitting up in their bed and they're looking at this game plan that they had, and they're just going, how did I get here? Things weren't meant, this wasn't the way that things were supposed to go. I had different plans. I didn't expect to be here, and this has got to do with moving on. With the Chariot card, I'm getting very heavy energy here of somebody going, what now? What do I do now? How do I move on? What do I do next? This relationship is falling apart. I didn't plan for this relationship to fall apart. Here's where I am. I'm getting the energy of somebody had so much plans that involved their partner in the future that now this breakup has left them in the energy where they don't know how to proceed forward. This is the energy of somebody, for example, birthdays, Christmases. This is the energy of what they're thinking. They had so many plans involved in for the future with this other person to be a part of it. Then I was more like, what am I going to do now? How am I going to do these events? How am I going to even come home after the day and that person not being there? So what do I do now? So I have acceptance of the relationship breaking down, but it's now shifted more into the energy of what do I do, move forward. But this chariot would reinforce that you will be overcoming these obstacles. So what I'm getting from this reading very strongly here is the message that I know that you're going through a real tough time right now. A very, very tough time. And with the Moon card here talking about an emotional and mental roller coaster ride, which I have been backed up here. So it is a very, very tough time. Be kind to yourself at this time. Look after yourself. With the Moon card here, as you're going through these energies, put those energies into good use. Basically, if you're artistic, go out and paint. If you like writing, go write a story. Okay, you probably do a masterpiece under these energies. Okay, because the intensity of the emotions that you're feeling, I don't know. For me, when I fall in, this is a very depressed, anxiety kind of energy is what I'm getting. Okay, it's what I'm picking up on. Okay, it's understandable you're going through a breakup that you don't want to go through. You didn't see this for your relationship. Even though you knew that there was more to the situation and you pushed for it and you were defensive and you're standing your ground on it, you didn't actually expect to get this confirmation that, yeah, this person to turn around and go, yeah, that's right. And it kind of blew your world apart is what I'm getting. You can put those energies, what I was going to say there with me, what I do is I pick an area of the house that I've been putting off decluttering, and I use all those emotions to finally get stuck in and transform that space. So whatever way it resonates with you, the whole important thing is about you not holding those emotions, those feelings inside you. When you express them in a healthy way, when you express them in a creative way, okay? It helps you process and work through those emotions, but it also works in a way that you can transmute the energy into something positive for yourself, and you're not holding it in, and I'm getting very strong here, somebody who wants to just stay in bed and wake up and it'll all be fixed, it'll all be right, but I'm getting that's not going to happen. You need to move forward here with confidence that you can and you will overcome the obstacles. You will make opposing forces go together in a united direction, and I'm hearing finances as I'm speaking. So There's some element here about even finances, working out the finances as you move forward. Move forward here with confidence. I know that right now it seems like your world is falling apart, okay? But let me see what's coming in here for you now, because that's only the story up until now. Okay, so I am picking up the energy here of, I've got the Queen of Cups, I've got the Empress, I've got the Sun card, and then I've got the Three of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Do you know what I'm picking up here? It's the happy times will be spent in the presence of a very strong feminine energy. This feminine energy is somebody who is a friend. And I'm getting here, going around to a friend's house, spending time with a friend, possibly doing up a property with a friend, be that your house or their house or something like that, okay? So it could be more the energy of your friend coming. I was really picking up the energy, my own energy earlier. What I do, I tackle into decluttering and stuff like that when I'm going through something. So you could be transforming your property or your friend's property, or perhaps moving in with a friend, okay, through this. But what I'm getting is very positive vibes here with the Sun card. Now, this friend figure, it's either that they're very motherly towards you and they want to take care of you and they want to nurture you. It could indeed be your actual mother, but I am getting very strong friendship energy here. That mother, this person is either a mother or they're very motherly. That's what I'm getting. It could be that they have children of their own, but just that card, you see, can represent reunions with and gatherings with friends and family. The Three of Cups. And then that card can represent a mother. And the Empress, as I do say in some readings, the Empress can represent a mother, a good mother, right? So that's where I'm getting that from, right? And this is somebody here. This is somebody who's encouraging you not to argue, not to engage in conflict, to try and get the balance or the mix right, to hold back on confrontation or arguments until you get all your ducks in order, is what I'm hearing. This is somebody who's thinking very clearly on the matter. I'm getting legal issues come up here in regards to this. So this could be like communication coming in about, with the Justice card, some sort of decision here being made here. And then I've got this very heavy with the sevens. Then I've 3 sevens out. I've got 777. 7 is the number of, and then the Chariot as well, another 7. Very heavy on the sevens, and what's jumping out to me then in line of the numbers, I've got 5, 6, 7 coming out, which, yeah, very strongly, which would talk about forward progression as well. 7 is the number of, it's God's number basically. It's the number of perfection, number 7. Also completion. God completed the world in 7 days. There's 7 days in a week, so forth when you go through it. Finish to completion here. Now, I have this holding back, this waiting that I was picking up on here earlier with the 2 of Pentacles and with this mother-like figure, the advice that you were being given. The 7 of Pentacles talks about someone who's holding back and waiting here with the Ace of Pentacles, waiting for some kind of financial thing. So this would talk about like a financial gift or an offer, okay? And the 7 of Swords, then the 5 of Wands, and the Hanged Man here. This is talking about going back and forth in arguments in the sense of some kind of legal settlement, some kind of legal compensation. So this would be, for example, working out legally how to, and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Divine counterparts with both the King and the Queen of Wands. So very, very heavy screaming fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries and Leo, okay? Somebody here has to be very clever, okay? Somebody here has to use their mind to get an advantage on a situation and closing out this cycle. And the cards are backing up here that there is some kind of written communication coming in, some kind of letter. I am hearing that it's a letter or an email, okay? Something written coming in here, a message that's very, very slow to come in here about this ending that brings in a new beginning. And this has got to do with communication that's coming in that has legal authority to it, or something in reference to a legal decision, okay, or legal systems. And this has got to do all with this breakup that's happening here, and it's got to do with being clever to work out a financial negotiation, got to do with it, okay? Where somebody has been told that with this tussling, with this back and forth energy getting engaged, you're being told to, you just want, the whole tactic of this other person is that if you can have enough of the argument, if you can have enough of this tussling back and forth where you'll just settle for less, that you'll just settle for a compromise quicker that won't be in your benefit, that you will just go, oh, okay. That's what this other person's playing at. Whereas the cards are saying here, this new perspective here, and a period of waiting that allows for a new perspective, that this is a very clever move to use, okay? This card can talk about being sneaky, being deceptive, but it's not always used in a bad way. And what I have here, it's more like by holding out and waiting, you get a better deal for yourself, okay? I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a solicitor, and I'm going to say that up front. Okay, this is no way any legal advice. I'm telling you what the cards are saying, and it's completely up to you if you take it on board or not. Obviously, always seek legal advice and guidance. That's a complete disclaimer. It's not on me. All right? I'm telling you what the cards are saying. Now, you will be completing out the cycle successfully. I know that you're in this energy, or you have been in this energy of having these sleepless nights, this stressed out, this anxiety, this worry, especially got to do with finances here. But there is forward progression here. There is you closing out these cycles with the World card here very successfully in order to move forward, okay? The Temperance card and the Emperor are coming up here. So, the Emperor card here, in future position, it can be talking about a divine masculine, okay, but it can also be talking about somebody who's, this question that comes up with this card, it asks a very important question. It says, who's the boss? It's an important question. Are you the boss of your life, or is somebody else stepping in to take control? Who's going to be the boss in the situation is the one who stands up and goes, right, that's it, I'm taking back charge, I'm taking back control. Now in the future position, the Emperor card will be standing here saying that the days and weeks ahead are very vague, and they're very affected by the smallest decision of the here and now. Okay, so there's going to be some kind of demands that's going to be made, this card will be saying, moving forward into the future. So this card will be saying, prepare now to submit, evade or resist. So know where you stand now. Know what you'll accept and what you won't accept as you're moving through this forward. The Temperance card coming up here, it is the Archangel card. So this card here would be saying that you are also very in tune with the High Priestess here. You are somebody who's very intuitively led. You are very in touch. Now I just seen there, I have both the Emperor and the Empress come up here in the deck. So I have both masculine and feminine divine counterparts being screamed at in this reading. I'm getting that whoever you are, your divine counterpart is coming in. They're probably already in your energy field and you don't even you're not involved with them at the minute, because I am getting that you're single. I am picking that up because you're dealing with this, but you already know your divine counterpart, somebody that's already in your energy. If you haven't already spoke to this person, you're about to, because this person's already in your orbit. They're already in your energy for me to be picking it up here. Okay. And that's it after this cycle's closed, and I'm hearing you're moving towards your divine counterpart. Okay. Back to the Temperance card. Oh. Do I have 2 star seeds on the table? Do I have your future counterpart? I'm seeing somebody laughing. Do I have a Earth Angel divine masculine figure and a High Priestess divine feminine energy? I do. Whoever you are, whichever side of the dynamic you are when you close out this cycle. Bada boom, bada bing. Right. Yes, back to Temperance. So closing out with this. This card is saying that no matter how tense your struggles are now, that the future is a sunrise of peace and well-being. Okay, so it will, with this card, Temperance, it says that it will take time, patience and effort to get the blend or the mix right in what you're trying to achieve, but you will do it. Just have patience, just have the courage, okay, and you'll get there. Okay, trust your instincts. Don't this card can also warn off a coming confrontation, and this card would say trust your instincts. So even if a friend or a co-worker tries to get you, or anybody you're close to tries to get you involved in going against somebody, okay, and it's not behavior that you're known for, even if it's an enemy, don't do it with this card. Okay, that if it's not behavior you're known for, then you should know better than to try and embrace it now. It's not who you are. It's not reacting from who you are. So this card says about avoiding confrontation, and then when I blend these two together in the future position with prepared to submit, evade and resist the common demands, okay, and then you have avoid confrontation, trust your instincts. Okay, so in terms of these negotiations, some kind of financial negotiations with legal backing, with the former person that is coming up, hold back, wait, know where you stand now, what you'll settle for and what you don't do, and get very firm on it. Okay, stand firm on it, trust your instincts, and don't be, with that 5 of Swords, don't be getting roped into unnecessary debates or engaging unnecessarily. So hope that helps. Link is in the comments for private readings. Take care, guys.